that brought him back into the competition on 220. So Akhmetov.
Yes, the snatch
Silver.
bronze medalist.
Bronze medalist, sorry.
Coming in exactly where he said he would, 210 kilos. For a total of 392, and the lead at the moment.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that he's going to get this, David. What I'm more concerned about is how much further he can go, you know, once he's picked this bar up.
Oof. Well, I was going to say that's a press out, but he dropped it before we had a chance.
But of course, what this is doing, David, is it's opening the door for Milan Dobrev, isn't it? Because although Pashayev still looks pretty solid, the favourite to, you know, continue his march for gold, but with Akhmetov and Patatoski subsiding, and Dobrev bringing forward at least 180, which is not fantastic, but it's reasonable. It now gives him heart to actually really fight for the second part to keep his world title, and I think that will not be lost on him. Kasabiev of Georgia now. This is the birthday boy. Not at the moment earning a cake with full lights, and he hasn't earned his present yet either.
Well, obviously
too close to the windpipe.
And blacking out there.
He did 208 in the Junior Worlds. Thinking, reflecting on that previous lift, David, it just, like in the snatch phase, might be just being just a little over ambitious, a little too early. Oh, that's good.
Yes, comfortable. Very
Sazayev for Russia. So 210.
Yes, to go with 177, so puts him on 387 at the moment.
And Milan Dobrev, I think this is a good move, coming in at 210. Now, was he
again,
not?
He's
215. He was
reduced his opening weight.
Yeah, but I think again, you know, given that he's not anywhere near 100%, you know, this is going to give him 390. I think this is a good thing to do. Get this score on the board. But he does need to get this first time. Again, the clean could have been more fluent. But overhead, sufficiently strong enough. 390. So he's not commanding, is he? You know, when
he's not his normal self. No, he's not. He's definitely slightly subdued.
You know, it's one thing to be noisy on the stage, but there are lifters who go onto the stage and by almost making no noise, but they still have a presence, an aura. They command the stage, and you know, that's what we were seeing with him in the last World Championships. We've seen it in the Europeans. We've seen it at the Olympics. There's an element missing there. He knows he's not got the strength of the last couple of years. Not today. Now the ambitious 22-year-old Russian Roman Konstantinov, a little bit too ambitious in the snatch phase, comes in with only 170 kilos to carry forward.
No lift for
Well, I think ambitious is the word.
They've got it wrong today with this man. Too much, too fast, too soon, not ready.
And it's not good when you've got a youngster. You should allow him to build steadily, build his confidence. You don't want negative competition experiences.
So Iran now, Ibrahimi, 210 on the bar. So this would take him up to 287. Remember, Dobrev is on 390. What am I talking about? 387. Still Pashayev though to open up. He's going to open up on 212. So we should see him sooner rather than later. Not for me. Well, stronger than I ever thought he would be overhead there, and that is a new personal best in clean and jerk. 210.
Yes, and puts him on 387.
Yep. And it was a good lift.
But Dobrev still leading on the overall with 390.
So unkind to him here about the clean?
Well, you're unkind to most people, Dave, aren't you? Given the opportunity.
Not really. No, I just thought the clean was really testing him just a little bit.
Yeah, he was always having to work out of that low squat position, but obviously he's done his training in the second phase and had plenty left.
Now this is pretty crucial, David, because if he gets this, Akhmatov puts himself on 392 and goes ahead of Dobrev. And he really ought to be able to make this, but I did make the point that if he gets this, I wasn't convinced he could go much further.
That's better.
New leader, 392. But he's going to need at least another 5 kilos, and that's going to put him right on his all-time PB. Because that was his second lift, and because Dobrev's only taken one, arguably it gives Dobrev just that little bit more of an opportunity. Having said that, of course, Pashayev yet to start. And there are some other dangerous men, particularly in terms of clean and jerk out there. You've got Sozayev, remember, he's now on 387 because of that 210 clean and jerk of his, so he's not out of this. Kasabiev, second attempt, and he's corrected. Well done. Once again, just taking its toll on him. Didn't find this easy at all, but
of course, what we also have to remember is that the Cuban clean and jerk 220 in the B session.
Yeah.
So
this is Hernandez.
Certainly going to be featuring on the medal rostrum in the clean and jerk anyway.
Well, the way we're going, certainly.
In fact, he might even win it. In fact, I'm going to tip him for winning it. I'm going to have a bet with you. that he wins the clean and jerk.
Bodyweight 93.93. That's the only thing he's got against him, that he weighed him pretty heavy. So 211. Well, the board said 211, but 210 there. So we're going to go with 210 for Konstantinov. Puts him on 380. Clean and jerk rankings. This is not a comfortable afternoon for Milan Dobrev, David.
No, he's really up against it today.
Anybody who arrived in Qatar and thought as a champion they could take life easy has found out this week, particularly in the women's division, that no quarter's been asked and no quarter's been given. Now, Nizami Pashayev, right on the button, 212 kilos. That's what he posted. That's what he's attempting. Now, this 212 goes with 187, so this will give him...
So put him on 387.
387. 397. 397.
397. You're right.
For once.
Yeah. And the lead, this is the lead on the overall, but of course not the clean and jerk.
Well, it would be the clean and jerk because nobody's taken 212. Oh, except, of course, our man from the B group.
That was pretty comfortable, I thought. He's looking in good shape today. And he knows it. He knows that was comfortable.
We're looking at 212. If there is a man in the class who can take on Hernandez Coba of Cuba and save the red faces of the International Weightlifting Federation, it is Nizami Pashayev.
I suppose when you get things like this happening, what it does is it sort of pays strength to the argument that you should just have a medal on the overall, because there are a lot of instances where we're getting men in the B finals that are, like for example yesterday, world record on the snatch but actually nowhere in the total, and I think it's going to be the same with the Cuban. Probably going to win the clean and jerk or at least place second, but be struggling on the overall.
Yeah, just looking at the snatch phase, I mean he got 165 on his first attempt and then had two failures at 170. So if he'd gone out of those and gone up to 390, that would have made him, you know, quite competitive with this class. You know, 390, when you look at it, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men who posted 390 as their entry total. Just trying to see what he did actually post as an. See, he posted as an entry total of 382, and that's why he found himself in the B group. And maybe that's what the coaches wanted. And that's the other problem, of course, because the system is open to a level of manipulation, because it's what your coach puts in as the total which is taken.
So, beaten by himself.
The end of the day for Eshgar Ibrahimi for Iran.
So ends on 377.
Well, now we come to this all-important, crucial stage now, David.
Actually, sorry, 387. Oh,
387, but
210, didn't he?
Yep. Still quite a lot of lifts there. You can see Vakachuk has called it a day quite intelligently. But Sozayev can still be dangerous, particularly in respect of the clean and jerk. 215 is his second attempt. So this is going to move him on to 392. And he weighed in at 92.59, so he's lighter than Pashayev, he's lighter than Koba of Cuba. This could be quite useful, and remember he's got one more attempt. Good drive. Happy with that? I think so. He's quite a character in his own little way. Little Thanksgiving. 215. And Soziev making good progress now in this championship. Mohamed Soziev, and this is the best we've seen from him. Absolutely no doubt about that. So this for 395, remembering that Pashayev already has 397. The defending world champion, the Olympic champion.
Just not there with the Bulgarians at the moment, is it? Something's missing.
215 kilos remains on the bar.
Well, it's extraordinary because I'm afraid the world title is slipping away, David. He's got one more attempt.
Well, unless he increases the weight, it's slipped away.
We still need 250.
He's surely got to go for a consolation prize. Well, he could go for bust, I suppose. He could, you know, he's got a total. I suppose he could, you know, he could go for broke. But on the evidence of what we've seen,
so this is a crucial attempt now. Gets this. It's his last attempt, his last card to play. Does it? He will go into first place over Pashayev, but of course Pashayev still has 2. And Dobrev still has 1.
well, hang on, will he? Yep. Oh yes, because of the extra 3 kilos, and he was.
And he's lighter.
No, he's not. He's 92. Oh, is he 92.90 to 92.95? Yes, he is. Yeah.
So this to take the lead. Can he do it?
Biggest question of his career.
Needs to hold.
And he's got those crucial 5 kilos, and that is absolutely on his all-time best. That's the sort of performance we haven't seen from him since 2002 in the Asian Championships. So 397, lighter body weight pushes him into first place. But that's it. Now all he can do is stand in the wings, watch, wait and see. For him to succeed, others must fail.
Well, I think the only person that could actually beat him on the overall is Pashayev. Just can't see that Dobrev's got what it takes in him today, but we could be proven wrong. So looking at Sozayev's progress here,
2:15. So he's on 392, and he's lighter than Akhmatov, and he's also lighter than Dobrev, and he's lighter than Pashayev. So 392, another 5 kilos, 220 would actually give him the lead. He'd also be ahead of Hernandez Koba in the clean and jerk, but Pashayev going for 2:16. Intelligent, I think, this just nudging ahead of everybody. I think this is a wise choice.
Put him on 4:01. Yes, does this, and I really can't see anybody catching him up on the total.
Win the championship, then go for glory.
And I think he feels the same way as I do. That nobody can catch him now. But having said that, so Dobrev would have to go to 222, which he's done in the past, but doesn't really look to be in that kind of form today.
Well, Dobrev's got to catch up, what, 5 kilos from
the snatch?
Yeah, plus 6 kilos here. That's 11, as you said.
No. He's got to lift 5 kilos more than this guy,
which is 220. 221, 222.
At the moment, it's 221.
Yeah. But Dobrev is heavier,
so it's actually 222, which he's done in the past, but he just doesn't. He's not in that kind of form at the moment.
Well, let's put it this way: he lifted 220 in the Olympic Games. I haven't seen him lift 222 since he won the European title in 2003. On the evidence of what we've seen, he ain't in that form. I think he's going to have one glory lift and just go for it.
Well, the man from the B group still hanging on to the clean and jerk gold medal.
This is 2:17 for Kasabiev.
2:17.
So this is obviously to go into first place in the second place in the clean and jerk, because still it's Hernandez Koba from the B group, who we haven't seen, not photographed, not shown, who leads the way. Just an outside chance of a medal for the birthday boy. Last lift. Well, I'm sure he'll get there one day. He's only a youngster, Kasabiev.
So I think 2:17 is probably staying on the bar.
Konstantinov.
Yes, the young Russian trying to get into that silver medal position. I wonder if they're aware of the 220 that was done earlier. I'm sure they are.
$7 increase, 397 total. Beckons if he can get this. Oof.
Ooh, I wouldn't have wanted to drop that on my knees.
No.
Ooh. But he seems all right.
It's not actually been a very good day, I have to say, for him. He ends on 380. I think he needs to get himself checked out. But this is not a sport, as you said the other day, David. Despite the weights that are being lifted, you get some nasty looking moments, but actually serious, really serious injuries. Thank God are very few and far between. But you know, initially, like so many,
Mike Irani straight in with some ice packs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that would have been too. He's probably
precautionary.
Bruised himself.
Yeah,
I would think. But he didn't commit to that lift. You see, he kind of went for it, then he didn't go for it, and that's the kind of thing that happens when you don't commit.
So there's Nizami, 401 kilos is his total. He leads the competition. As you said, it's difficult to see how anybody's going to get past him.
Ooh. Yeah. Luckily, there's some spring in that bar, so it's not, it's not like a dead weight hitting you. And that would be a saving grace, because if there wasn't any spring in that bar, I think we would be looking at a serious injury.
Milan Dobrev, the last throw of the dice, 218.
Well, he's already decided that
the title is
not
gone.
Strong enough to win the title, so he's going for the second place
in the clean and jerk,
and the total. Needs this to go ahead of Akhmatov. Well, fair play.
Well, all credit to him.
So the silver medal overall is the consolation, and I guess with one lift left.
398, that is, just a kilo ahead of Akhmatov. 2-1 though. Let's have a look at this. The right hand seated judge, referee. This is Kalola Zaborand. Well, we can't really see from here.
Yeah, I thought it was alright, but maybe it was the fact he put it down before the feet were. I don't think it was a press out. Yeah, did well there actually. Didn't think he would do that. So gone into second. So I guess the bar really should go to 21, because I'm sure that Pashayev is going to want to have that clean and jerk gold as well.
Well, you've still also got Sozayev as well. Remember, Sozayev is still waiting in the wings with one more lift. And Sozayev is lighter than everybody.
Now he's going for who is lighter, the Cuban or
Pashayev is lighter than the Cuban.
Right. So this.
Oh, hang on. Am I right? Am I right or am I wrong? Because the Cuban weighed in at 93.93, Pashayev at 92.95. So
that's why.
220.
Weight on the bar is 220. So this is for all. He's already the overall world champion. This lift will give him all 3 gold medals. Well, the man from the B group has won the gold medal on the clean and jerk. Maybe.
Not yet.
There's one to go.
One to go. Now Sozayev, if he takes 220, that would take him up to 397. He weighed in at 92.59, so he could take the bronze medal away from Akhmatov.
So this would be first place on the clean and jerk and a bronze on the total.
Absolutely right.
So a crucial lift.
And he's 220.
Actually,
why is he going for 221? Oh yeah, because he needs 220.
Yeah, he needs 221.
Well, hang on a second. 398. He's going for overall silver. He's going for overall silver. It would give him 398, and he'd go ahead of Dobrev. So this for clean and jerk gold and overall silver. Sozayev for Russia, and he's pulled it out. Absolutely fantastic finish. Mohammad Sozayev of Russia has come of age here. They've given him first place in the clean and jerk, which is absolutely right. 221. He takes the gold medal. He denies Hernandez Koba, who's led for so much of the second half of this competition in the clean and jerk phase. But what a fight back from Sozayev. So the gold medal goes to, the overall gold medal goes to Azerbaijan, the overall silver goes to Russia, and Milan Dobrev, the defending world champion, is down into third place. These are the clean and jerk rankings, and I have to say that there's a man missing here, because Soziev on 221, he has the gold medal. 220, Koba of Cuba, who lifted in the B group, he should be in that silver medal position with Dobrev in the bronze. So once again, well, it's not down to us. I'm not going to apologize on our behalf for the TV graphics, but just to keep you honest from our point of view. But what a recovery, what a terrific finish. We've had some great finishes here this week, and there the overall classification, and Pashaev with 401, that's absolutely correct. By a lighter body weight, Sazaev edges out the former world champion Dobrev, as he is now into third place. Akhmatov on 397 goes down to fourth, a pity there. Ibrahimi 387, and then in 385 should come Hernandez Koba of Cuba. But that's the boy,